Okay, so good day everyone and welcome to our topic which is all about the first law of thermodynamics. Okay, so there are three laws of thermodynamics but we will only discuss the first and the second law. Okay, let's proceed. So when we say first law, the first law of thermodynamics states that according to the law of conservation of energy, energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only be transferred between the system and the surroundings. So ang sinasabi dito, wala daw nasisira, walang nakikreate or nabubuong energy. Natatransform lang ang energy from one form to another. Say for example, yung electrical energy. The electrical energy is used to power the electric fan, di ba? At kapag umikot na yung electric fan, nagiging kinetic or mechanical energy siya. So yung electrical energy na transform lang siya into kinetic or mechanical energy. Pero walang nasirang energy or walang na-create na energy. So that is the first law of thermodynamics. And we have this equation, internal energy of a system is equal to the internal energy of the surroundings. Okay, let me explain that further. Sabi sa equation, your delta E is known as your internal energy of the system is just equal to the internal energy of the surroundings. Let's say this is a system. Itong circle ay tinatawag nating system. At yung nakapaligid sa system, ang tawag natin dyan ay surroundings. Sabihin natin yung system ay nag-absorb ng heat. Okay, nag-absorb siya ng heat. Okay, absorb heat. Sabihin natin ang inabsorb niyang heat ay 50 joules. Okay, 50 joules. Ngayon, ilan ang nirelease ni surroundings? Okay, kung nag-absorb si system ng 50 joules, ibig sabihin, ang nirelease ni surroundings ay 50 joules din. Okay, this is absorbed heat by the system. Okay, this is by the system. Inabsorb niya yung heat. So, si surroundings ang nagbigay ng heat, ibig sabihin, nag-release si surroundings ng 50 joules din. Okay, this is the release. Release by the surroundings. So, ang ibig sabihin nito, whatever be the loss of energy is also the gain of the other system. Say for example, 50 joules ang nirelease na surroundings, 50 joules din ang i-accept ni system. They are just equal. So we can say that the absorbed heat of the system is equal to 50 joule. The same also with the surroundings. Ang nirelease or binigay ni surroundings ay 50 joule which is napunta kay system. So this is also 50 joule. At bakit siya negative? Di ba sabi natin kapag sinabing negative, ibig sabihin nag-release. Release means negative. Exothermic. Okay? That is exothermic. So that is the law of conservation of energy. Walang nasisira. Natatransform lang siya. So as you can see, it remains constant. 50 joule lang din siya. Okay? Ngayon, we have a formula in order to get the internal energy. Take note that delta E is known as the internal energy. Okay? Internal energy. And its unit is expressed in joules, okay, or just simply capital J. Now the formula of internal energy is this one, okay, is equal to Q plus W. Your Q here is heat and your W is work, okay, and they have the same unit that is in joules. Pareho silang joules, kaya joules din ang unit ng ating internal energy. Now your Q can be positive and it can also become negative. Ganon din kay work. Ang work natin pwedeng maging positive at pwede ding maging negative. So paano natin malalaman kung anong sign ang gagamitin natin kay heat? Is it positive or negative? Or negative. The same also with work. Okay, ganito. So your Q is positive kapag ang system ay nag-absorb. Okay, nag-absorb ng heat. Okay, if this is the system, kapag nag-absorb to ng heat, therefore your Q becomes positive. Okay? Now, how about when our Q becomes negative? Kapag nag-release naman siya ng heat. If this system releases heat, then our Q becomes negative. Okay, so yan ang situation kung kailan natin nagagamit ang positive at negative na Q. Next, how about our W? Okay, how about our W? Okay, paano natin masasabi kung positive siya at kailan natin masasabi kung magiging negative siya? Okay, this is the system. At yung nakapaligid dyan, okay, yung nakapaligid kay system ay tinatawag na surroundings. Okay, kailan naman natin masasabi kung positive siya at negative? Okay, ngayon meron tayong tinatawag na system again at surrounding. Yung nakapaligid kay system, yun yung tinatawag nating surroundings. Okay, ngayon kailan natin masasabi kung positive ang work? Positive ang work, okay, kung si surroundings ang gumawa. Okay, sorry, na-erase. Magiging positive ang work kung si surroundings ang gumawa ng work. Okay, ginawa ni surroundings yung work kay system, magiging positive siya. Okay, so yan, ang word usually natin dyan ay on the system. Kapag on the system, our work becomes positive kasi ang gumawa ng work si surroundings. Paano naman kapag si system ang gumawa ng work? Kung si system ang gumawa ng work kay surroundings, then our work becomes positive. Okay? Ang word naman natin dito ay by the system. From the word by, ang gumawa ng work ay si system. Ginawa niya yung work kay surroundings, so our work becomes negative. Okay, so that is how we identify the signs of our hit and work. Depende siya sa situations. Okay, let's apply that in a problem solving. Okay, let's start here. Okay, let me just take a snip. Okay, let's calculate this one. Sabi dito, calculate the change in internal energy if a gas absorbs 56 joule of heat, as it does 93 joule of work by expanding. Okay, from the word, sino muna ang system natin? Ang system natin ay si gas. Sabihin natin ito si gas. Ito ang ating system, yung mga dots dyan. Okay, yan ang ating system. Si gas. Sabi dito, the gas absorbs heat. From the word absorb, okay, nag-absorb daw siya ng heat. So, anong sign ng ating Q? Magiging positive. Okay? Next, paano naman ang work? Sabi dito, gas absorbs 56 joule of heat as it does 93 joule of work by expanding. So, sino ang gumawa ng work? Okay? So, sino ang gumawa ng work? Si system. Okay? Si system ang gumawa ng work. Sabi dito, as it does, gas absorb 56 joule of heat, tapos does. Okay? Ginawa niya yung work. Okay? By expanding, nag-expand yung balloon because of the gas. Kasi si gas yung gumawa ng work. So, anong magiging sign ng ating work? Ang work ay magiging negative. Okay? Now, i-compute na natin ang kanyang internal energy. So, since ang Q natin ay positive, then, okay, from the given, our Q is 56 joule. That is positive. And then, ano ang work natin? That's 93 joule. Okay, plus negative, kasi negative yung work natin, di ba? 93 joule. Okay, so ilaglagay na natin yan sa calculator. So 56 plus negative 93 is equal to, okay, let me just open my calculator. Okay, 56 plus negative 93. So the 56 plus negative 93, so the answer here is negative 37 joule. Okay, so yan ang sagot. Next example. Okay. Delete muna natin yan. Okay. Let me take a snip. Okay, sabi naman dito, a sample of gas does 250 joule of work against its surroundings and loses 70 joule of internal energy in the process. Does the gas gain or lose heat? How much? Okay, so list muna natin yung given. Okay, sabi dito, a sample gas does 250 joule of work. So, ang work daw natin ay 250 joule against its surroundings. Against, ibig sabihin, sinong gumawa ng work? Si system. So kung si system ang gumawa ng work, anong magiging sign ng ating work? Okay, it's negative. Tama. It's negative. If the system does the work to the surroundings, our work becomes negative. Sabi dito, and loses 70 joule of internal energy. So ang internal energy natin ay 70 joule. From the word loses. Kapag sinabing loses, exothermic, di ba? At kapag exothermic, ang sign natin ay negative. So ang tinatanong dito, does the gas gain or lose heat? So ang tinatanong ay si Q. Malalaman natin kung gain or lose heat siya, depende kung anong magiging sign natin. Okay, anong general formula? Internal energy is equal to Q plus W. Si Q yung wala, so anong gagawin natin? Ita-transpose natin siya, di ba? Sinang ita-transpose? Si work. Okay. So internal energy now minus W is equal to Q. So yan ang formula ng ating heat. Okay? To arrange the formula, so Q now is equal to the internal energy minus W. Ngayon, isa-substitute na natin. So ano ang ating internal energy? That's negative 70, di ba? Minus, anong W natin? That's negative 250. Okay, so ano ang heat natin? So negative 70 minus negative 250. Okay, ang sagot ay positive 180 joule. Since that is positive, ibig sabihin this is absorbing or gain. Okay, so ang sagot natin ay gaining of heat, which is equal to 180 joule. Okay? Now let's proceed for the third problem. Okay, this is our third problem. Okay. What is the work done by a system when it absorbs 66 joule of heat and gain 32 joule of energy? Okay. So, let's start with the given. Sabi dito, what is the work done? So, sinang tinatanong? Si work. Wala siya. Okay? By a system when it absorbs 66 joule of heat. So, ang Q daw natin ay 66 joule. From the word absorb, this is positive. And then gain 32 joule of internal energy. Okay, ang ating internal energy is 32 joule. From the word gain, that's absorbing, that is positive. Okay? So si work yung wala. Ngayon, i-derive natin si work. Ang general formula natin ay Q plus W. O work si wala, so sinang transpose si Q. So therefore, your work now, okay, so itong magiging derivation, magiging minus na si Q is equal to W. And to arrange the formula for work becomes internal energy minus Q. Okay? So ano ang ating internal energy? That's positive 32 joule. Minus, anong Q natin? That's positive 67 joule. Okay, so ano ang magiging work natin? So 32 minus 67, ang sagot ay negative 30. Okay, negative 35 joule. Okay. From the word negative, tumugma siya. Done by a system. Kasi kapag sinabing si system ang gumawa ng work, ang magiging sign niya ay negative, which is tumugma sa sagot natin. Okay, so that is the first topic, the first law of thermodynamics. Okay? Next, our topic is all about calorimetry. So anong calorimetry? Nakita natin kanina na nag-exchange ng heat ang surroundings tsaka sa system, di ba? Yung heat pumupunta kay surroundings or yung heat kay system napupunta naman kay surroundings. So there is an exchange. Okay, exchange of heat. And that is what we call calorimetry. It is the measurement of the quantity of heat exchanged between a system and its surroundings. So how can we calculate the calorimetry? So itong magiging formula. Okay? Q, that is your heat in joules. Your M, that is the mass of the object in grams. Your C, constant yan, specific heat. Nakikita nyo yung number sa table, yan yung constant. Yan yung C na isa-substitute natin. And of course, your delta T, your change in temperature. Paano kunin ang change in temperature? Just subtract the final temperature minus initial temperature. Okay, start natin dito sa first example. Okay, for our first example, how much heat, yan ang tinatanong. So, that is Q. Di ba ang formula natin, Q is equal to MC delta T. How much heat is required? So, heat ang tinatanong, that is Q. Question mark. Okay, to heat 15 gram. Anong 15 gram? That is your mass. Okay? Of water, which is 4.18 joule per gram degree Celsius. Yan yung constant C natin. Yan yung specific heat ng water. That is 4.18 joule per gram degree Celsius. From 20 degrees Celsius to 70 degrees Celsius. So, sino ang initial at sino ang final temperature? Ang initial temperature from the word from, that is 20 degrees Celsius. So, ano ang final natin? That is 70 degrees Celsius. So, isa-substitute natin to. Okay, ano ang M natin? The mass is equal to 15 grams. Okay, ano ang ating C? Our C is 4.18 joule per gram degrees Celsius. Okay, and the change in temperature, di ba sabi natin, final temperature minus initial temperature. Ang final natin is 70 and ang initial natin ay 20. Okay, so ano ang ating heat? Ilagay sa calculator, 15 times 4.18 times 70 minus 20. So ang sagot ay 3,135 joules of heat. Okay, so yan ang sagot for the first problem. Okay? So, of course, ang makakancel dyan, yung gram, mali. Yung gram and then yung degree Celsius. Ang natira ay si joule. Kaya, joule yung ating unit. Okay? Now, let's proceed for the second example. Ito naman ang ating second example. Okay, so 200 joule of heat, that is the heat, which is Q, is equal to 200 joule, is added to 15 gram. So, mass natin ay 15 gram of iron metal. So, our C, the specific heat of iron is 0.45 joule per gram degrees Celsius at 22 degrees Celsius. 22 degrees Celsius. Ang tinatanong ay calculate the final, so TF, final temperature. So ano ang 22 degrees Celsius natin? That is your initial. Ang tinatanong ay final temperature. So kailangan nating i-derive na ngayon ang ating formula, MC delta T. Ano ba yung delta T natin? Our delta T, ang formula ng delta T is T final minus T initial. Okay? Or delta T muna. Okay, delta T. Wherein our delta T is T final minus T initial. Yung T final natin na kay delta T. So, ito-derive muna natin siya. Okay, paano i-derive si delta T dyan? Si delta T ang magiging unknown natin. So, we divide both side by MC. So, we cancel this one. So, ang natira ay delta T is equal to Q divided by MC. Ano ulit ang ating delta T? That is T final minus T initial is equal to Q divided by MC. So, anong gagawin natin kay initial temperature with transpose, di ba? So, ang magiging final formula natin is TF is equal to Q divided by MC plus TI or initial temperature. So, yan ang magiging formula natin. Ngayon, substitute na natin anong ating Q. Our Q is 200 joule. Our mass is 15 gram. And then our C constant value 0.45 joule per gram degrees Celsius. Okay? And then, i-plus down natin dyan ang 22 degree Celsius. Okay? Saan ang magiging T final natin? Lagay natin sa calculator, 200 divided by 15 times 0.45. And then plus 22. So, ang sagot ay 51.63. 51.63, anong magiging tawag dito? Anong magiging unit? That's temperature, so that's degree Celsius. Okay, so that's the answer for that problem. Okay?